This is really, really good. I will share what is really, really good in a second, but Bitcoin is falling as we expected. And I'm sure a couple of people are anxious if you didn't watch yesterday's video and if you didn't watch yesterday's live stream where I said that this Bitcoin pump to $94,000 is a trap. I will give you the answers to my technical analysis right now, and then we'll cover the good news story. So Bitcoin dumping to 90.8. Some people, as I said, maybe a bit worried, but we're doing it to close the CME gap. So we have one open at 90.6 and another one open at 88.1. There's almost like a 97% probability that the CME gaps close. So I'm expecting nothing different. I like the 88.1 additionally to the fact that it's a CME gap closure, because when you look at this current range that Bitcoin has been in, the fair value area on the CME chart is at 88.1. And with this head and shoulders that we discussed on yesterday's video, that already signifies bearish price moves in the short term. So that 88.1 is really going to act like a magnet, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to drop over there. We also stated in yesterday's live stream, and we mentioned that Bitcoin is trapping you, that yeah, we do have a W formation and it's cool and all, but it can also turn out to be a bear flag. So just be careful. Until or unless we break below 84.2, I'm not very concerned. So we'll just need to be on the sidelines for a couple of days and understand if Bitcoin can bounce back from the EMA ribbons, or is it going to drop below, hit 84.2. In that event, then we would be looking for lower price levels below the 74K mark. Regardless, though, I still believe that 200 daily moving average is going to be reached at some point. If it's not this week, then I think Bitcoin still has roughly until March to be able to reach it. So there is no rush over there. What is the good news, you may be asking? Well, MicroStrategy is not going to be excluded from the MSCI index. If you remember, 3 weeks ago, there was a lot of fear that MSTR would be excluded from this index that essentially manages hundreds of billions of dollars worth of capital flow. And the primary reason for the exclusion would have been because they're a treasury company that have over 50% of their assets in digital assets, and every single treasury company, Bitcoin treasury company, was in the risk of getting excluded. If they were in the MCI, they would risk getting excluded from it, which would trigger automatic outflows of maybe even billions of dollars. For the case of MSTR, it would have roughly been $9 billion, and that would have resulted in the stock value of MSTR dropping rapidly. Well, thankfully today, we got the announcement that they're not going to be excluded. Michael Saylor was pitching very solidly, giving very detailed reasonings, even in the Bitcoin conference in Abu Dhabi, roughly about 3 weeks ago, on why they shouldn't see that exclusion. And today we got the official announcement from the MCI stating that there will not be a digital assets treasury company exclusion from their index. From their consultation, I'm assuming from Michael Saylor directly, they now think it is fine. So that's great news for MSTR. Does this mean that MSTR stock is going to pump? No, absolutely it does not. The reason being is there is no direct new buying pressure. You're just eliminating the direct outflow that would have come around if the MCI did decide to disclude them. It is a win, though. It is a win. It could have been very bad for MSTR stockholders, but at least we got the inclusion instead of exclusion. So that's the quick update. I can also mention that Morgan Stanley is issuing ETFs for Bitcoin, Solana, and also Ethereum, which is pretty cool. Grok estimates that from the Morgan Stanley Bitcoin ETFs alone, we could be seeing a base case scenario of $8 to $12 billion worth of inflows. You may think that's minuscule for Bitcoin, but trust me, we need everything that we can get at this moment in time. So I do believe that these two pieces of information are pretty good. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next video very soon. If you're looking for a place to be trading Bitcoin, learn how to do so, and check out Weeks using this video link popping up right over here. Bye-bye, guys. See you in that video right now.